good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to another edition of Incredibly Sore Throat GTA 5. I have to keep pointing this out with every video because otherwise you guys are going to wonder why I'm talking all weird. But today, I want to look at some more car combinations using Menu's Object Spooner. I know I did a video on it recently and I asked you guys to submit some things, but do you know what? I've been so excited to try some other things out that I've sort of jumped the shark a bit, so I haven't done any sort of like cars that you recommended from the previous video or the previous cartooning video, but I've got a couple more ideas that I want to try of my own first. And again, if you've got any ideas for amazing car combinations, let me know in the comment section below, and if any of them stand out to me and I think that they are cool and should be tested, I will check them out in a future video. But today, let's find somewhere to park and see if we can't make a couple of amazing looking cars. Right, so here we are in Spooner mode, but before we get any further, let's check out some comments and questions featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random. As I pointed out, not usually at random, normally comments that I just like. And I'll feature them at the start of the next video. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below. And you can also check out my brand new hobby channel, which I'll put a link to in the description below as well. Right, so let's jump in. Let's go to Spawn Entity into World. Let's go to Vehicle, and let's find something that I think would go well with this. Well, I've got an idea in my head. I want to go to Compacts right now, because I have a feeling that a small car popped into the middle of this could be quite an interesting view. So I think the Panto might be a bit too weird. It's going to be a bit too weird. So let's try out something like the Izzy, or actually maybe the Fortune. Do you know what? I'm going to try the Fortune. So let's go to the Fortune, attachment options, and attach to the RE7B. This might be a little too small. This is a really weird looking car already. Okay, let's just go forward a little bit and then up. We want lots more up on this one. Oh my good God. This is kind of weird. Okay, so if we were to go down just a little bit more to like here, is that going to be down a bit too far? Because we've got this. I reckon we need a lot more pitch. I reckon we need to go a lot more down on the front. Here we go. So let's just go right down. Line that up with the bumper right there. See, it's going to look weird because this is just a little bit too thin. There's a lot of intersecting body panels as well. What if we were to go forward or backwards? Let's go forwards, not going to work. Let's try going backwards a bit more. So this sort of blends in round there like that. How does this look on the back? Do you know, I reckon if we was to change the colours, this would blend in a lot more than you'd think. So let's go and do that. Let's go to Menus, Customs. Let's go to Paints. And let's go to Primary. I want to go for a matte colour again because I feel like the matte colours just make everything blend together really nicely. So actually maybe I'll go for the Utility or something like that. I know you guys get annoyed with me when I go for these ones because I do them quite a lot. Here we go. Let's try this Worn Orange. Let's go for Worn Orange on that one. What's our secondary? Should we just go for Worn Orange on everything? There we go. I don't think we actually had a secondary colour on that one. Make sure default pearlescent, get rid of all of that sort of stuff. Then on to the RE7B and do the same thing. Right, so let's go ahead and go to secondary and do the same thing. Want to go to Worn. Want to go to Orange. Oh, actually there is... So what's this white down here? Is this a livery or is this an extra part? I don't know, but let's just turn that pearlescent down to default as well. And what other parts we got here? So we got a spoiler, carbon tail. Oh, now this is interesting because that spoiler actually works quite well coming out of the back there. But it does have the carbon tail as well, which actually goes on the back really nicely. Do you know what? I think both of those work. But I might go for that stock spoiler because I think that just looks so damn cool. Then we have the exhaust stock and then titanium. Let's just keep the stock on that one. And then the wheels I like exactly as they are, so we'll keep everything. But we do need to go to the windows and... Oh, that's going to be those ones tinted, isn't it? Right, let's tint those as well anyway. And then we'll just tint the other ones as well. Go down to windows and tint black. Do you know what? That makes just a world of difference. But this is something we haven't tried, which is taking doors off the other thing. So let's go to here. This is what I didn't think to do in the previous video. If we were to go to menus custom, it's all starting to come back to me right now. And we go down to doors. I could actually go to remove. Is it this one right here? There we go. Let's just unlock that first of all. Because I selected the wrong one. Let's go to remove driver door. Ah, see. Yeah, okay. It is actually going to ruin that whole part. But let's just keep removing parts and see if we can't. The hood's gone. Trunk. I'm not entirely sold. Let's just go to all. Yeah, those doors. We need to put all those back. There we go. Let's bung all that back. Yeah, it doesn't look too good if we do that. But maybe if we tried it on the Fortune instead. Oh, mind you, the Fortune is bigger, isn't it? So I think we'll have the exact same problem. Yeah, this isn't going to work. This isn't a tactic that's going to work for everything. Yeah, if we was to go to all right now, yeah, that doesn't entirely work. But, I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely a place that we could use that, but now is not the time. So yeah, this front bit is definitely bugging me. This isn't coming out how I would have liked it. But the back, I think, looks pretty cool. It's an interesting look, but I'm not entirely sold. So actually, I'm going to not even complete this one. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's just get rid of the Fortune. Right, what have we got in the coupes? What have we got? Oh, now this is interesting. Should we go for like a whole custom thing and actually use the Elantra? This might be a little big, but let's give it a try. Let's just go down to this, the exemplar, which is actually the Elantra, and then we go to attach to. Oh, now this is going to be weird. This is something I haven't actually tried yet. So let's just go ahead and go up. Do you know, I want to make that sort of like line up perfectly there. Because this front end looks fine. Actually, yeah, I have a feeling that this is not going to come out how I'd like. Okay, so I want to try this thing again of the... Oh, is it the Brioso? I think the Brioso might look a bit weird because it's kind of big. I was going to try the Panto, but I have a feeling that it's going to look really silly. Let's just try it anyway. Panto, attach to RE7B. This looks so stupid. Yeah, that doesn't work. That just doesn't work at all. Right, I definitely think that there is a car that could work with this, but I think we are thinking a bit wrong. We need to get a bit bigger. And as this is quite an old design, maybe we need to go older. Maybe we need to go for the Infernus Classic. So let's give it a try then. The Classic, attach to... Oh my god, it just disappears. Okay, I have a feeling that this Classic is just way too small. Yeah, scale-wise, it's all wrong. I don't think... I'm starting to lose my confidence in this car, actually, because I can't find anything that works with it. So you know what? I'm going to continue what I was doing in the previous video, and I'm going to use the ETR1 and do a couple more custom cars, actually. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, this is a daring one. I'm getting a lot more experimental with this video. I'm going to try the Blister Compact, and I'm also going to spawn in another car just in case. And I'm going to go for the Kuruma, because I just have a feeling that one of these two cars might just turn out really well. Okay, we have got a bit of... That's a bit of a sexual content right there. Let's try and get rid of that. Here we go. Remove. There we go. Right, let's give this a try. So let's just go ahead, go to the Blister, attach to ETR1. Oh, see, it does look a little bit too square for this build, I think. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is not going to work because it's just a bit too square. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that idea out instantly. Let's move on to the Kuruma. And here we go. Oh. Oh. Okay, this might be a little bit too small as well. This is turning out into a massive fail video. See, now, if we was to get it this high, we definitely need a lot more... is that the same brand? No, it's not the same brand. Okay. Let's move that forward like this. There we go. There's that front bit. And then the back is definitely weird because it's just too much sticky uppy. Maybe if we made the back end down like that and then went down a little bit more. How does that look? That actually might work. We just need to make these all the same color. We've already gone for green, so let's try something completely different. How about that? That's looking really nice. Then we can go for secondary. Let's go for matte black and just make that all just dark. So the details are sort of just disappearing right there because we were trying to like add the colors to the details as well last time, which I think failed a little bit. And then pearlescent to default. We could also go for some carbon mirrors just to make those nice and small. There we go. We can go for the canards on the front bumper. There we go. That's going to look quite nice. Spoiler. Well, we've already got the spoiler on the Kuruma. But it could be nice to have this or something like that added. Let's keep that for now because I think we might be able to get rid of the spoiler on the Kuruma. Here we go. Spoiler. Oh, we have actually got a bunch of other spoilers as well. We can actually just go for the GT wing because I think that's going to look a lot better. So thankfully with the ETR we can actually get rid of the spoiler on this one. So let's remove that. Look at that. That's amazing. This actually works really well. So let's just go ahead and it's the Kuruma we need to change. Let's go to the Kuruma, menus, customs, and make those windows dark. Yes, there we go. Look at this. Got a little bit of glitching on the rear window, which I'm not a big fan of, to be quite honest. What have we got on the custom front bumper? So we got this, that's going to be a bit too much. I mean, the carbon actually matches quite well, but it's a little bit too low. But let's just go for that now anyway. Skirts, we got the stock. We don't see any of those, which is kind of cool. Let's go for the carbon slick. Exhausts is these bits under here, aren't they? There we go. Let's just go for nice chrome tip. Chassis. Roll cage, which we don't really need to worry about too much. Yeah, let's just keep that stock. And that's all that done. We need to do a lot more on the attachment options though. We can make this better. If we was to go back a little bit more. What's this do to the back? Okay, this makes the back look really dumb. Yeah, I'm not too sure on that change there. It's an interesting design. It's a little bit darker than I would have liked. Why is that so dark? I don't know why that's so dark. Then on the front, we've got this quite horrible... I think we actually need to like work this on the front more. Yeah, we need to have the front coming out more on this one. So maybe let's make this higher. So we go like higher up here. And then we'll change the pitch and just make the front quite low. Maybe knock that down just a little bit. We have got that bumper, that bonnet coming through there. Would be nice if we could sort of keep it there. Oh no, now we've got the bit at the back. Oh, okay, I've really messed this up. I should have kept it as it was before. I mean, if we could have that lined up right there, that brings it around to the front. Do you know what? This is actually, I had it better before, and now I've lost how I had it. Okay, if we line up that front bumper, that takes us to about there. And then we have, do you know what? The back's not too bad. It sticks out a little bit, but do you know what? From the side, that's an interesting look. It is a bit too far forward. Could have done with a longer back on it, but there we go. There's one done. And here we go. In fact, I've just had an idea. If we go to Manage Entity Database, let's go to the ETR1, and we go to Customs. Let's try and remove the door on this one. Here we go. Driver door. Oh no, that just makes that horrible gap again, doesn't it? Okay. That's a bad idea. There we go. I mean, I didn't hide the wheels on this one, but it doesn't really matter unless I turn, and then you can see the wheels again. But it's interesting from the front, at least. I guess with lots of these cars, you really just prefer it in like one way, like it looks good from the back or looks right from the side or the front. To get one that's like the full front, back, sides and everything is kind of a rarity. Right, so it's time to make the next one, and I said I was going to use that Elantra, didn't I? So let's just go back to wherever the hell it was, the exemplar. There we go. And I'm going to try and match this with maybe the same car again. Let's do it. Let's just go for the ETR1 and see if this matches up. So here we go. Attachment options, attach to ETR1. I think we are sort of like tiring or exhausting ourselves a little too much. We might have to go for like an older style car that we've done before, like the Sultan RS, because I think that one's going to look a lot better for this car. Because I think the lines... Actually, this line's... It's not too bad, is it? The back sort of fits in a way. I mean, if you get to like there, you get this like really weird back end where it has the Elantra badges and then the other car sort of like peeking through. That's a weird look. That's an interesting look. And then on the front, oh my god. Okay, let's just give this a try with like this basic fitment like this. Let's get a menus, customs, get a windows, tint those down. There we go. And then we'll just try and match up all the paint. I'm going to go for a matte on this one just so we can get a nice, like, simple look. Paints, primary, matte, grey, secondary, matte, grey, and then pearlescent default. Well, it's different. The rear window looks a bit weird. We could definitely do with a spoiler, I think, to try and hide that rear window. What have we got in here? Rear bumper is going to be the tow hook. Doesn't stick out enough. Front bumper will be the canards again. They work, so we'll keep those in. And the spoiler, let's go for the nice GT wing. Look at that. That actually looks pretty cool. That lines up. We've got a sort of like, we've got the Elantra lights. We've got a bit of badge. Got a bit of Elantra rear bumper going on there. But at the same time, it looks like a race car. The front end, it admittedly is a bit strange. But do you know what? I quite like that exactly as it is. I quite like it. Do you know what? That is really simple, but I think it works really nicely. I'm just going to go ahead, go to the exemplar, turn off collision, and keep it exactly like that. And here we are. Get a load of this. I actually really love the back. The rear window is a bit of a shame, but I love the back of that. Anyone who makes mods who just wants to like combine different stock models or anything like that from the game, I think that this ETR1 has a lot of potential combining with other ones, especially like we've seen in this video with this car, but also in the previous video as well. We've had some really nice combinations. But, oops, that was terrible. But that's going to be it, guys. My throat is absolutely toast right now, so I apologise for the really horrible voice. As I pointed out before, I like to be upbeat in my videos, but it's really hard to do that with my throat right now, so well, it's good because these videos are sort of like slower, but hopefully my voice hasn't been too drony and bored you and lulled you to sleep or anything. But there we go, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you can also check out my Twitter, of course, as always, at Figureight. Links for my Twitter in the description below, and also my new hobby YouTube channel, which you can check out up at a link in the description below as well. Right, there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.